Before we begin, I want to ask you something. Have you ever felt stuck in life? Like, no matter how hard you worked, nothing seemed to change. Today's story is about a man who felt exactly that way until one simple decision changed everything. And by the end of this story, I want you to tell me whether you think you could do the same. What if I told you that waking up at 5 a.m. every day for just 90 days could completely change your life, no matter how broke, tired, or stuck you are right now? There was a man who had nothing. No money, no future, no hope. But within 90 days, everything changed. And it all started with one simple habit most people ignore. Before I tell you his story, tell me in the comments, what time are you watching this right now? And where are you from? And if stories like this inspire you, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Now, let's begin. In a small town full of factories and noise, there lived a 32-year-old man named John Miller. John worked as a night security guard. Every night at 8 p.m., he went to work. Every morning at 6 a.m., he returned home exhausted. And every day, his life felt like a loop he couldn't escape. He lived in a tiny room with a broken fan, a flickering light bulb, and a mattress on the floor. His shoes had holes. His clothes were old. But worse than poverty was how trapped he felt. Every morning, as he walked home while the world was waking up, he watched families eating breakfast, children heading to school, and professionals beginning their careers. And he often asked himself, is this my life forever? He tried to change. He applied for better jobs. He wanted to learn new skills. But after working all night, he was too exhausted to do anything except sleep. His mother, Mary Miller, called him every week. John, when will your life get better? And John would always reply, soon, Mama, I'm working on it. But deep down, he wasn't, because he didn't know how. Then one Tuesday morning, everything changed. John was leaving work when his phone rang. It was his sister. John, Mama collapsed. She's in the hospital. His heart dropped. He rushed back to his village immediately. When he arrived, his mother was weak in a hospital bed. The doctor explained that she was exhausted, stressed, and needed medical care they couldn't afford. She held his hand tightly and whispered, John, don't waste your life like I did. Please, find a way. That sentence hit him harder than anything he'd ever heard. And honestly, this is the part that gets me every time. Sometimes the people who love us can see our potential before we can see it ourselves. That night, outside the clinic at 5 a.m., John stood in silence. The birds were beginning to sing. The sky slowly turned blue. And in that moment, he made a decision. No more. I will change my life. Quick question. If you were in John's position, what would you have done? Would you keep living the same way? Or would you take a chance on changing your future? Let me know in the comments. On the bus back to the city, John noticed a man sitting across from him. He was well-dressed, calm, reading a book. His name was David Carter, a successful businessman. What shocked John most was the time. It was only 6 a.m. John gathered the courage to speak. Sir, why are you on the bus this early? David smiled. Because I wake up at 4:30 every morning. Don't you get tired? John asked. David shook his head. I sleep by 9 p.m. That's enough. Then he leaned closer and said something John would never forget. The hours between 5 a.m. and 7 a.m. are magic hours. That's when you build your life while everyone else is sleeping. For the first time in a long while, John felt something shift inside him. Hope. The next morning, David explained a simple plan. 1 hour to learn a skill. 1 hour to strengthen the body and mind every day. No excuses. The first week was painful. John struggled. His body resisted, but he kept going. By day 10, things became easier. By day 20, his body had adjusted. He began learning Excel, accounting, and computer skills. Every morning he studied. Every morning he trained. Every morning he improved. By month 2, he had completed online courses. By month 3, his workplace noticed the difference. He was offered a better paying day job. He accepted immediately. 1 year later, John's life was completely different. He became a lead accountant. He moved his mother to the city. He paid for her medical care. And perhaps most importantly, he was no longer trapped. He still woke up at 5 a.m., not because he had to, but because it had become part of who he was. Success didn't come from luck. It didn't come from talent. It came from discipline during the quiet hours when nobody was watching. One thing I've noticed is that most people don't fail because they're incapable. They fail because they stop before the results arrive. John's story reminds us that small actions repeated consistently can completely change a person's future. Now, I want to ask you something. If you started waking up at 5 a.m. tomorrow, where do you think you would be in 90 days? Before you leave, tell me, what's the biggest thing holding you back right now? Time, money, motivation, or fear? Comment below. And if you're serious about improving your life, comment, I will start at 5 a.m. I read every comment. If you enjoyed this story, please like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more powerful stories, because your future is waiting, but it won't wait forever.